majority of you are using conversion, but I know others use other things, or some don't have any. But what you'll be doing is taking your leads, you know, whether you get your leads from a Facebook ad, or if you get your leads from anywhere, you want to take those leads and they're going to go into a sales funnel. So of course the environment we're talking about now is dealing with Facebook leads, but you could be getting leads from door knocking activity. You could be getting leads from riding the metro and talking to people on the bus or the train. You could get leads from anywhere. Regardless of where you get your leads, you want to put them into a sales funnel. But again, we're talking specifically about leads you're getting from your Facebook advertisements. Okay? And so when you get those leads, they're going to go into your sales funnel or your engagement funnel, I should say. And the purpose of that is to qualify the lead first, and then you want to manage the lead, and then that then transcends into conversion, to where they become your client and you have an agency relationship with them where you're providing a fiduciary responsibilities with the intention of driving that activity to settlement. Okay, and the actions that you conduct with those leads to get to that point. First, again, you get the lead, you're going to be contacting them, doing your LP Mama, which the objective there is to set an appointment. Okay, and then after keeping in mind that the majority of people you contact are not going to be ready right away. That just because you call someone who responded to your ad, if you're able to get a hold of them right away is a plus. But to then be able to, on your first attempt, say, hey, would you like to meet for an appointment next Tuesday at 1 o'clock in my office? The chances of those things happening decrease. And by all means, the odds of you calling someone and they're saying, yes, come over and list my house right now, those things don't typically happen. You have to put in some work over time to get to that point. But again, when the lead first comes in, you're contacting them with the objective of setting an appointment. If you don't get the appointment, it doesn't mean the lead is bad. If you're not able to get a hold of them, if it's a bad lead, if one, you don't contact them, then they're a bad lead. You've wasted your money to get the lead. But they're a bad lead if you call them and they tell you not to call them again, or you contact them and the phone number is wrong, or the email bounces. Those are bad leads. But just because you can't contact someone or don't get a hold of someone or they don't call you back doesn't mean they're a bad lead. It just means you need to work on them. Okay? So that's where management is. But before you can work on them, you have to put them in your CRM. And for the leads that you were able to get a hold of, you'll set them up with email alerts based on the type of homes that they're looking for. And you would know that based on your whole LP Mama activity. You would have asked them where you're looking, the type, the price, this type of house they're looking for. You would know that. And so then you can take that information and set up automatic email alerts. So when the homes that match their criteria hit the market, they'll get an automatic notification from you. You won't have to manually send it. Again, it's an automatic process. For the leads that you're not able to get a hold of, set them up in a drip campaign, where they're getting automatic follow-up emails from you, even though you're not physically manually sending them. You program them once, and then they will be sent over time. These are things that you would do. You would set up once in your CRM, and then you could assign what those are called sequences, your email follow-up or email and text follow-up sequences. You assign them to those leads in your CRM. So if you get a lead and you can't contact them, you can't get a hold of them, then you set them up with a drip campaign. If you are able to get a hold of them, set them up with an email alert based on the criteria of home that they're looking for. That way they're getting in both cases, those leads are hearing from you. They're getting automated messages from you on a consistent basis. But you certainly don't want to stop there. That's just the management piece. Now we're on to conversion. Okay. Now, and if there are any questions, do you have any questions at this point? Okay, I'm going to take silence as consent. But after managing them, you know, putting them in automatic email alerts or automatic drip campaigns, now you're going to convert them, and that's where you're providing value. Okay, so yes, you know, email alerts are one thing, drip campaigns are another thing, but keep in mind that people, you know, they think about how you may have purchased something and now you're getting automatic emails from that company. Do you always read them? You know, and certainly if they're not ready to move or sell their home or buy a home right now, you know, they're going to be less likely to look at every email that you send. But you still want to provide value on a regular basis, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. And next week, we're going to get more deeper into all of that, you know, the value that you can provide and how you can provide it. But this is, again, is just providing a big picture so you can understand the activities that you're conducting and where they fit into this whole thing. So the value that you're providing, you know, this is, you're providing that content on a regular basis, and you're providing that value so that you can, again, get to the point where they're ready to do business with you. You know, now it's 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later, and they've been getting value from you every week consistently over that time. And I don't mean just, you know, hi, how you doing? If you're ready to, when you're ready to move, call me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually providing information that's going to be useful when they are ready to lease, buy, or sell a home, or information that could lead up to them or prompting that decision for them to make that happen. Okay, but now you've gotten to the point where they're ready to do business with you. They sign your brokerage agreement with you representing them. Now it's time for you to provide service to that client. They're no longer a lead, now they're your client. Now you're either listing homes or you're showing homes and all the activities, you know, writing contracts and all that good stuff. And that's what ultimately gets you to settlement, where you have a transaction and you have happy parties on both sides with you in the middle getting paid. And that's really the objective of all of this activity, because you getting paid here is a return on the investment that you made to get that lead to begin with. And that's why it's important, you know, to maintain, to commit to this process and providing value so that you can get that return, because every lead you pay for is a business investment, and you want to have a system in place that's going to provide a return on that investment, and that's what this system here represents.